Today we will speak around the practical strategies and give you some regional insights into the coming EU Pay Transparency Directive.
Thanks very much for having me. I'm the founder and CEO of Elling International. We're an executive search and leadership advisory company based in Austria, in Salzburg, and very much internationally active. And I'm really looking forward to our meeting today and to the panel.
So before we kick things off, we just wanted to start with a little poll to see where all the participants are at in terms of your readiness or how prepared you are. So basically, 11% says that they haven't started yet. 73% say that they are in the early planning stages. 14% are well advanced in the preparations, and 2% are really not doing it at all. So, Michael, what's your take on this? And really, if you look a bit further, what are the most common misconceptions or hurdles that you're hearing from your customers and clients in their preparations for the directive?
I think it's really, as always, the most successful companies take it first, and they have understood it already. And there are companies like Puma, for example. We did a strategy workshop with them. They are very much ahead of the crowd, I have to say, and prepared for years already for that. They are certified with in different regions, even in EMEA and so on. So that's really the way how to take it, because you take advantage and get competitive edge of that if you do it early. But people need some time to understand it and to catch up on that, yes.
There's not a common understanding in the management, right? So HR probably gets it now. They've participated in so many webinars and they've read up on this, so they understand the ramifications of the implications of the directive. But we see a lot of HR people, senior HR, basically struggling to get the sort of the awareness across in the organization, even for regarding budgeting or anything around preparing for this. This sort of the management buy-in isn't really there yet.
It's a challenge for companies, and of course they are a little bit hesitating, and I fully understand that, because it is relating to concerns like, okay, do we get some kind of discussion in the company we would not like as HR, for example? Some kind of people are competing with each other, or you find out you don't earn that much as your colleague, for example, and why is that? And so you have to balance these kind of things as a company very much, and I fully understand that. So from my point of view, it is very important just to start and not to think about too big things before. And also my finding is that many companies are definitely much better set up as they would have expected from the beginning. They very often think, maybe we are not sure how the situation is. But when they start, they find out that there are areas where they are quite firm already, and other areas where it is quite easy today to do something positive, because it's not only on pay, it's also as well on compensation and other things which can be very innovative and inspiring for people. So it's a little bit start and deal with it in a smart way, and you will find out that there are positive effects out of that for sure.
I mean, there's tons of research on this in terms of recruiting and finding talent. So the companies that actually publish salary ranges in job adverts gets roughly 30% more applicants. They usually get better quality in the applicants, because you won't apply for a job if you believe that the pay is too small. Otherwise, you apply for something else.
The question is, as a company, and especially as an executive for a company, how do you deal with that situation? You can wait and you can see what happens. And in 1 year, we have a situation where legally as well, people can claim for, on a very strong legal basis, for compensation, And I don't want to scare anybody, but that is for Europe a totally different situation legally. So don't wait and go ahead, be proactive. It's very important, as always, when you see some challenges for your company, and especially on an executive level, executives have to lead by example. That's how it is. And so we have to walk the talk. And so that means really we have to ensure that we go ahead and that we show what the right direction is for the future. As we all know, it is very important nowadays that we take and ensure our cultural competitive advantage. When you bring these things together, at the end of the day, you really get a lot of, as you said, Magnus, tons of positive effects out of that. But you need to start, and don't be scared too much. Just do it step by step. You will increase and you will develop a competitive edge.
Great. And I think we're seeing that as well, especially for international customers and clients that have operations in several countries. So based on everything we've discussed now, we wanted to do a second poll, which is basically to sort of see what the biggest challenges you face as customers or companies when you're preparing for the Pay Transparency. So we'll do a really quick poll. It's going to be interesting to see what your biggest challenges are. This is really interesting, actually. It's very evenly distributed. I can tell you that. So basically, the winner so far is inadequate job architecture, job leveling. That's 32%, 17 votes. And then we have a concern for potential employee reactions at 23%. And we have limited resources or budget at 20%. And then we don't know where to start is at the 17%. So quite a spread in terms of the answers. Again, Michael, what's your take on these numbers? We don't know where to start. That's probably a common one, as well as inadequate job architecture, I would say.
Yeah, absolutely. It is not only HR, of course, but HR very often takes the lead, and that I think is very important, because it's the internal alignment is as much as important as the external signals. So when you show to the outside that you're an advanced and modern company and so on, so that's good. But of course, you have to make sure that this is really the truth. And so that means who can start with that? As an executive, it's quite challenging. So you look at HR, of course. And HR is in the lead doing that, but cannot do it alone. And so that's why I come back to the point, start with some small steps and get some kind of support as well, external support, by asking them, because it's a very hot topic sometimes, a hot potato, so to say. And as HR, look at the executive team, tell them what the situation is, get their mind on board, and then start with small steps.
Okay, so if you have budget, if you have everything, you started working with your job architecture, does anyone of you have basically a good best practice from how a customer or a client has actually worked?
I think what you said is related to the executive team. It's very important to make it easy for them as well, because as said before, as an executive, you're not really in all the details. So, having a start with some easy tools, with some kind of easy business case, so to say. How can we start and make it easy to the people, for each and everybody, also for the employees to understand and to take it up front, proactively, not waiting for any claim or any negative defending position, but going up front and proactively take that topic as an advantage. Shows you as a strong company, shows you as a strong leadership team, shows you on the market, on the employee market. We see that in executive level very often, that these kind of people go ahead and that these kind of positive effects really go into the company and can make a dramatic change. Yeah, I would say take the lead, take it positively. Don't wait for any negative things. Take the lead. Go ahead. And so take it positive and dig out the advantages which are in that entire scenario, and it will be definitely positive. If you wait, you get in trouble and risk. If you don't wait and start and take the lead, you get a lot of positive, as you said, Magnus, tons of positive effects out of that. So, why waiting for that? Go ahead, start, lead.
Yeah, I fully agree. And that's what we're trying to communicate as well. It's all about transparency in a sense. You might as well try to become as transparent as possible as soon as possible.